Welcome back to our Fundamentals of Smart Systems course. We are beginning Module 4. This module is about establishing communication between different platforms. In particular, we're going to talk about establishing communication between a software platform, Python and Simulink. So far, we have been working predominantly in Simulink, building a model, a process model of a chemical plant. We want to move toward eventually doing some advanced optimization kind of things in Python. So we'll ultimately want to get our Python to solve for advanced operational conditions, and we want to be able to send that into Simulink. So I'm going to start off by talking about communication between various layers of intelligent operations in a system. So at the very bottom layer, you have your process. So this is the actual hardware. It could be the chemical reactor, the valves, separation units. So that is controlled by a regulatory control system. So we've been learning about PID control. So this type of control is often done through what's called a distributed control system, and it does sort of the most basic kind of applications. These are typically designed to just maintain set points to keep your operation safe. Advanced, more, I guess, larger chemical plants might have supervisory control, and sometimes this is done with a technique called model predictive control. So, model predictive control uses an actual physical model of your system. So, you build the math that describes your system, and you can use that math to do predictive control, where you use the model to make predictions about where your system is going to go, and then you try and map out the best control moves you can make to get your system to that point. And MPC is typically a multivariable control. So rather than having one actuator linked to one controlled variable, you might have multiple actuators linked to multiple control variables. Above that layer is something called real-time optimization. So similar to model predictive control, real-time optimization allows you to build a mathematical model of your system, and then you solve that mathematical model typically for optimum economic conditions for your plant. So if the environmental conditions are changing, or if the feedstock prices or the price that you're able to sell your product for change, that might change the way you actually operate your plant. So real-time optimization lets you optimize and then send optimal set points to your plant so that it is controlling to maximize your profit. And then the upper layer is planning and scheduling. So this is where you're looking at supply chains. When are you going to get certain commodities? When do you need to produce your product? So these all happen in various time scales. Your PID controllers are typically operating on the order of seconds, whereas MPC is minutes. Real-time optimization may be happening every few hours, and then planning and scheduling is weeks to days. So throughout this course, the next several modules, we are going to sort of mimic something like this. We're going to skip that MPC layer, and we are also going to skip the planning and scheduling, but I hope you get a good feel for some of the intelligent things that you can do to make your system a smart system. All right, so we'll look at kind of these three layers. So you have the plant. Again, this is where things are happening physically, where the chemical reaction is actually happening, where you are storing things in tanks, or where you are doing separations. So you're going to take information from your plant via different sensors. You would store those in some kind of a database. Then you might have this smart operation application that is pulling that information from your database, doing this advanced processing stuff, which we're going to cover in future modules. Then it's going to, these smart operation applications can figure out, okay, based on environmental conditions and based on the way my process has been running, I'm going to solve for optimal operation. I can feed that information back into my database, and then my plant can pull these optimal set points from the database, feed those into its control system, and ideally you'd be improving the performance of your plant measured by profit or maybe environmental performance, something like that. So we're going to be mimicking this in this module and in future modules. So we already have a Simulink plant, quote unquote plant developed. So we have physics-based model of a plant, and we can run it and simulate various conditions. As our inputs change, we can simulate on a dynamic basis how our outputs change. We are just going to we're going to mimic a database using our Windows File Explorer and just a CSV file to hold our data. So this is going to be our database. And then ultimately, we're going to learn how to write code in Python to do things like real-time optimization that can figure out, okay, what's the optimal way of running my plant? So module 4 is just going to be about establishing this communication protocol. So ideally, we'll be able to find optimal set points using code and optimization algorithms in Python, store those optimal set points in a CSV file, which would be our database, and then pull those optimal set points into our plant and into our control system that we've coded in Simulink, and then have that information also flow back the other way. So this is what we're aiming to do in Module 4, and Module 4 especially is going to be just about establishing communication between these different platforms. So stay tuned.